Okay.
Some of these changes and more.
Just want to make sure there is no feedback. There we go. Desktop audio is at a minimum. I'll turn that all the way down since I'm not sure where it's originating. Oh, okay, it's just a little white noise. Little noise of rain. We could have that. That's alright. Brown noise with rain and thunder. Is that terrible? Is that a bad idea? Okay. Man, I keep getting these weird pop-ups, to say the least. It is playing. Alright guys, hey, this is Officer Gregory Stevens, aka Chris from Waterbury, with a little bit of Connecticut weather forecasting. I've been checking some of the models, the GFS, the NAM, the Euro, I think for the first time, with my own knowledge at least. If I sound a little drunk or something, it's that I could hear my own voice. It's a speech jammer. Temperatures in Connecticut, they're around 50. 48 at Oxford, 50 in Meriden, 52, Hartford, 52 in Windsor Locks, 46 down by the shore. Now the models are talking about rain precipitation, just regular old liquid, nothing like snow, but rain coming in tomorrow. And if you look out to the west, all the way from northeast of Toronto down through Louisville, Kentucky, and Memphis, Tennessee, there's a single strung together band of, I can't say it's heavy, but it is rain. And about 5 days ago, the weather models were showing that today would be all overcast. 100% cloud coverage starting sometime today through the next few days. It looks like that's coming into play as I check out the GOES. If I can, I'll switch to it. What's that low rumble? Get some oh, hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I've got some weird YouTube thing on that's like a frequency sweep. Alright, that's gone. Alright, so I will show the GOES, not at my graph. I have to make a new. So anyways, you look there, that's what's going on now. And I'm just making a new scene to show you the satellite window capture. Alright, I'll be right back onto mic. And of course I shut the headset off, you can still hear me, right? Yeah, we're going to do GOES 16. There it is. You can't see it yet, but you'll be able to in a minute. Okay, I have to enlarge that. That's this is pretty intensive here, the way they do the new, for those of you who don't know, there is a new weather satellite, GOES 16, for the eastern, well, covers the eastern United States and the Atlantic Ocean. It's positioned pretty much around the equator, as they tend to be. Let's see, having a little trouble fitting it. Transform, and we'll fit it to the screen. You know, because if you have to see my browser, big deal. Okay, here it is. Here is the GOES, excuse me, satellite imagery. And there it is. There's the overcast coming in from the west. Turn this down. That's just to give my voice a bit of an extra boost. Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's more than enough. Okay, so as you can see, there is an overcast. As far as cloud type, not really sure, but I'm moving out west here to show the band of clouds which comprise the precipitation itself. And you can see they look more dense, very smooth on the top, whereas what's coming into Connecticut now is not so much. But it will be very cloudy within a couple of hours, would be my guess. Switching back to the weather program here, I just would like to give a 3D analysis. If I could pick the right radar site. What are we on here? This would be the worst broadcast ever. KBGM. KBGM. Select. I talk to myself more than like anyone I know. So, yeah, here we go. All right, we're going to start the data. Download recent. And I will do... Alright, it's actually kind of showing up as snow or something frozen over New York State. It doesn't look as severe. What I'm looking at here on WSV3, what you can see now, is the MRMS radar. I'm going to show you now the national with precipitation type. Reflectivity, that takes some of the severity away. You can basically see the national radar is not classifying anything up until this point east of Toronto, around Wellsboro, Pennsylvania, and a little west of Syracuse along the lake in New York. As snow. This is where we've got the snow. I really sound drunk, I swear. Okay, we don't have a satellite need at all. Well, let me just check. I'll show you here. This is going to be the New England quantitative precipit. Ah, that's what that was. All right, I retract that all. It's all rain from what I can tell on here. This is the QPF. This is the precipitation that Connecticut is getting. When we interpolate the frames, around 7 a.m. tomorrow is apparently when we're going to get some showers anyway. So here we go. You can see the time right there, see 6:41, 8:15. There's this time here right around 7 when the Waterbury up through to the Terryville-Bristol area gets a pocket of rain. And just let's make sure that's all. Yep, for the next 3 days and everything, that's all. I will now check snow amount and see if it will be possibly snow. No, it's going to be, why would it be? Never mind. Too warm for that. Alright, now here's the sky cover in terms of clouds, which I was talking about a few minutes ago. You know, here's 4 p.m. A couple hours from now, we pull around, we've got, you know, 40% down to 25 or so percent cloud coverage for 4 p.m. But moving right along, here we go up towards 5 o'clock. You can see it really increasing. And by 7:30 or so, about 8 o'clock tonight, really 8 to 8:30, we're going to have a complete overcast, 84% cloud coverage. We keep advancing that, and that really dark red is probably about 100. Let's check. Yeah, 95. How long will this go on? Well, 100% cloud coverage essentially. It will not retract until sometime tomorrow morning, it looks like. Still a good amount of overcast through the day and night tomorrow. Really, mostly 60 or more percent cloud coverage. So tomorrow's going to be cloudy, as will Monday. Monday, if anything, will be more cloudy without precip that we know of. So there you go with that. Did I forget to switch to the... Oh man, I've been trying to show you guys this stuff on WSV3, and I apologize because it's been on the satellite this whole time. That's horrible. But it happens. Not really, but it just did. Alright, well you could hear the forecast. And so temperatures 48 now at Oxford, 48 degrees. Winds prevail from the southwest or south-southwest with gusts up to 23 miles per hour, 17 mile per hour gusts at Oxford, up to 22, 24 around Bradley and Hartford. Wind chill isn't much of an issue because it's so warm right now, you know, 44. It knocks a few degrees off the temp, apparent temperature, wind chill rather. So heat index, yeah, that doesn't exist, that's fake. Alright, I'm going to be checking the river gauges now. By the way, let's look at the temperature difference over the last 24 hours. We have a pretty big change here. 13 degrees. 13 degree rise. Even greater if you're on the Long Island Sound. No flooding on the river gauges, those look good. Very low, in fact, around this area, most of Connecticut. That's not an issue. Earthquake detection looks good. Fire detection I'm not going to check. So I'll go back to the MRMS radar to give you an idea. And just to kind of reiterate or explain, this is showing as much precipitation really as it can. Now, using GR2 Analyst and looking at the precip, it doesn't look too bad. I'm going to go to KPBZ and just check that. That's a little further west. That's in Pennsylvania as well. KPBZ, that's Pittsburgh. What's Pittsburgh showing us? Base reflect. There it is. Alright, so here's the storm. I'm going to show you first of all, I'll switch to this so you can actually see what I'm talking about. Okay, 1 second, I apologize again for the delay. Transform. Oh, it's Control F. It makes my life easier, it really does to know that. Alright, so I'm looking at a slice here of the storm that's running northeast to southwest from northwest Pittsburgh into a little bit of Ohio. And this is what it looks like. What I can do, make sure that still looks okay, it does, is, oh, there you go, you can see where this is showing. Okay, I can swing this around. Let me just zoom in. Okay, there's Pittsburgh. Here's the precip. I'm going to swing this around. You can see the precipitation rises to about 8,000 feet at the top from this angle. That's what I can see. It's probably higher than that, but as I move, you can think of it as I'm moving over the ground. Really, I'm moving the indicator, and we're going to swing the indicator around just to look for anything abnormal in the precip. Okay, I would say the heaviest, one of the heavier bands is around this area. It's really about even, right around here, right around there. If you're near Butler, really Butler, Beaver, Kitting, whatever that is, Greensburg, you're past it. But if you're in Lisbon, Let's make sure this is oriented correctly and I'm not giving a reverse forecast. Hold on, guys. 'Cause God knows. Holy crap. Okay, yeah, there's the Great Lake itself. Okay. Now I'm going to show you a volumetric of the precip over that set area of Pennsylvania and Ohio. And let's see if it'll show, yeah. Let me just get the right screen on here. Properties, match tile. There it is. Okay, back to it. I apologize, 1 second. There we go. Back to it. Okay. Right now you probably can't even see the precip. Now you can. All right. This way is north up at the top. Looking for anything abnormal. I'm going to check out the ISO surface instead of the lit mode. I don't like that. So here it is as a lit volume. And what I'm looking for is just to see the more intense precipitation easier. As I slide this around, I'll be able to find where that is. And pretty much here is where the storm right now, it has the most dense rain at base reflectivity of 0.5 degrees. That little caveat is, important, but yeah, there it is. You can see it's forming kind of in these ridges. So if you're in this area here, from Beaver to Butler, pretty soon Pittsburgh possibly, and this town here, kidding, you can't pronounce it, but it's going to get hit there by this. Not to say that it's very severe, but it will be hit by the storm. The echo tops, there they are. Huh. Now that's even better. You can really see it now. You can really see it. There is that precip. Okay, there it is. What I'm doing is isolating the most severe precipitation, highlighting it and isolating it. There it is. It's in this area. So, and I'm only analyzing kind of a small fragment, KPVZ. Okay. I'm just going to connect here, and we do have some storm tracks. Switching over to KPVZ on WSV3, too many acronyms and names. And I'm going to just attempt storm motion vector. Storm's moving at 47 knots east, pretty much direct east, 76 degrees, so just a notch to the south of east. The way we look at our maps, that's pretty much directly east, to the right, let's say. Well, let's see if live composite's available. No. Skit system. Alright, I'll be looking for storm cells as this precip moves on through with a minimum reflectivity anyway of 28. That's pretty low, but I want to populate that there. And I'm going to take the text annotation off here. I'm just about done with this broadcast. I don't know if anyone's even home right now. I don't want to drive them too crazy. So what we're going to do is just say Connecticut, expect showers 7 a.m., fairly light. Overcast, 95% clouds, cloudy to 63% tomorrow, then increasing. That's what that's supposed to say anyway. And potentially dangerous. That's gone. Oh, it's already 2:44. Look at that. Okay. So GR level 3. We'll see about this too, because the NAM, as well as the NAM, the GFS, the Euro, which I'm a little skeptical of because of something a relative said. They're showing this rain coming from the northwest into our state and kind of stagnating, just staying around Connecticut. We'll see. Only time will tell. That's the best forecast, is we'll see, when you don't know enough. As I do not. What else we got? QPF. Alright, so it's going to be cloudy. Temperatures are either on the rise or the fall. What else is new? Let me check that. Right. Temps for Waterbury, Connecticut. I'll give you those. And I'm not showing them on a graph or anything. I'm just going to read them off real quick. By the way, this is going to be from one particular model, and I'm not sure why it's taking so long to load. But, well, I could always check the weather site I'm using, F5 Weather. I do recommend it. This broadcast is brought to you by f5weather.com. Go get a free trial. Tell them Gregory Stevens sent you, and they'll be like, well, who's that? Who is it? We need the newest model. Not the, yeah, right, so the HAAA, personally I like, but it's hourly. If anyone could tell me in the comments, what's the difference between the NAM and the NAM MOS? There's an MOS for the GFS too. What the hell's an MOS? Mean something? MOS. Alright, so according to the NAM, it's 3 hourly. Good thing I thought of this, because I've got to print it. Okay. Eastern time tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna get 0.14 inches of rain here in Waterbury. 0.14 inches of rain. That's it. Now, okay, so that's the total precipitation. Probably no more precip until Wednesday, Thursday, possibly some snow mixed with rain. Thursday, Friday, snow, rain, kind of going back and forth. All I was looking for is temperature, and there's just a lot of information here. The high temperature, okay, here we go. Tomorrow, 52, Monday, 50, Tuesday, 44 degrees, Wednesday, 37, Thursday, 31, Friday, 38, Saturday, 17. So on a downward trend with Friday to Saturday really taking well, it's going to be colder Saturday, 17 degrees, 21 though Sunday, back up to 48 apparently next Monday.
Precipitation will be tomorrow morning again, just not even a little over 1/10 of an inch of rain. And some rain and snow to look for Thursday, Friday, this coming Sunday, and maybe some rain the Monday after this one. So, 8 days or whatever out that is, 9, something like that. Alright, so thanks for watching. I'm going to turn the sound off here, but just keep the display on for a bit. And transition you back to the weather program I usually use. Okay.